Hi, everyone, and welcome to New Year, New Sarta. We're here from the Sacramento Area Regional Theater Alliance to say hello again to our theater community that we haven't seen in a very long time and discuss some of the things that have changed over the 2 years now since we've all seen each other. SARTA has done a lot of revamping and rework, and we're ready to talk about that this evening. And we are here to reach out to our broad theater community and share all of the really cool things that we think we have coming up. We're going to share now with our other board member, Leslie, who's going to briefly introduce everyone who's here with us tonight.
Thank you, Iris. I'm Leslie. I've been a SARTA board member for quite a while, but I'm here tonight to introduce you to our other important board members. We have Craig Vincent, we have Tina, we have Kate, and we have our wonderful SARTA volunteer. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. Kate, will you talk to us about the new website?
Sure. I would love to. So one of the exciting new projects we've been working on is a new user-friendly, mobile-friendly website. This is going to make it a lot easier to get information to you and for you to get information to us so that we can push it out to the community. So I'd like to go ahead and do a screen share here. This one, okay, can we see that? Is that coming through okay? Awesome. Okay, so this is our beautiful new website. Again, mobile friendly. So as you scroll through it, you'll see our updated mission statement. You'll learn a little bit more about who we are, and our new programs, events, and an easy way to get in touch with us. We now have, in the interest of transparency, you can now click on the Who We Are page, and you can learn more about SARTA, you can learn more about us, and you can learn more about our various theaters and the businesses that support us. That is all available here for you. If you do not see your name listed, please reach out. We'd love to get you on the website and in front of the community. I'm going to roll right over here to programs. We have some exciting new programs going on, which Miss Iris will detail later, but all of that will be available here for you on our programs page, which will be updated as we bring you new and exciting things over the next few months. So the events page, when you scroll over events, you can either click on events to go to that page, or you can click on the auditions page. Let's go down here. This is our beautiful new community calendar, where you can submit information to us and we will put it right here on our website for everyone to see. I'm going to scroll down. You'll see a few things that have been added. But what you want to do as a theater or professional that's hosting a workshop, anything like that, the auditions. Let's see. The form is down here at the bottom. So you'll go down to the bottom. You'll click on the form, and you will be able to submit all of your information to us, and it will magically appear on the website for all to see. And then if we go to the events page, you can go here to add your event information. This is, special one-night events, workshops, anything that you feel the community should be, in the know of. It can go right here on our website. Again, this is mobile friendly. So if you're out and about and you're thinking, gee, I want to see a show tonight, what's going on? Hop on over to the events page and it'll be right there for you. So we have, we have our Get Involved tab. Again, there may be new volunteer opportunities as we move forward, but this will bring you more information about how to support us, and of course, our updated contact information. So if you guys have any questions about that, feel free to email us, of course, but we're very excited and very grateful to our new webmaster to be able to bring you this updated, mobile friendly, very exciting website. So okie dokie. Stop that. Okay. And Miss Leslie, what's next? Are we rolling right into?
It's time for Tina to introduce Cahoots.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
So I am Tina, and I'm going to be our host for our little Sacramento area theater trivia. So we have 2 sets of Cahoots throughout the broadcast, and the first one is going to be on Sacramento and Sacramento theater, and then our second one in a little while will be about theater general, the general. So if you would like to please, when the screen comes up, it'll be a screen that will say a login for Kahoot. So you just go to Kahoot, www.kahoot.it. When that comes up, and you'll see up in the top it says join at www.kahoot.it. You enter the game pin and put in your Twitch username as your nickname. Okay, and you can also click on the QR code for that. And once we get a few players, probably in about 2 minutes, I'll give you about 2 minutes to log in, and we'll get started. Come on, people, sign up. Let's go. It'll be fun. Lots of fun trivia, lots of fun things to think about. Woo! Welcome, Himmy Plays. Welcome, Janelle. Welcome, and Black Panther. Oh, and KB. Hello, KB. Or Kate, not KB. All right, we're getting there. We're about 1 more minute left. Come on, let's get on. Let's do this. But hey, oh no, we lost somebody. Black Panther, come on in. Oh, hello, Sunflower Gem. Welcome, welcome. Oh, a theater junkie. We're excited. Butterball smoke. Okay. All right, we'll take about another 30 more seconds to get on there.
Our very own board member, Deborah Shaloub, has just joined us. So we just want to give her a warm welcome and remind her to mute her Zoom for the moment. Thanks, Deb.
All right, I guess we will get started on our first round. So if you weren't able to join us, try to join us for the next round. But here we go. Just a minute. Some technical difficulties here. There we go. All right. So this is our Sarta event trivia game, part 1 in 3, 2, and 1. First question. What is the name of the former St. Francis High School student who filmed her movie Ladybird here in Sacramento? Was that Jessica Chastain, Greta Gerwig, Catherine Bigelow, or Saoirse Ronan? And you probably will only see the colors and the shapes. Just click the correct color and shape to get your answer. And that director was Greta Gerwig. Yeah, she filmed most of her. If you watch the movie, you will see many scenes from this area. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, Theater Junkie, good job. And next question. In what year was Sarta founded? Oh, it was it 1978, 1986, 2001, or 1993? It was 1986. Yeah, back in the day. We got. All right, next question. Oh, Sunflower Gem. Moving on up. Next question is, what is the oldest theater in Sacramento? Is it the William J. Geary Theater, the Eagle Theater, the Thistle Dew Dessert Theater, or the Uli Theater? All right, and yes, it was the Eagle Theater. And that has been around since the Gold Rush. Unfortunately, it did get destroyed, but then they rebuilt it, and so it is down in Old Sac right now. All right, next question. Which of the following Sacramento theater companies is not an equity theater house? Stockton Civic Theater, Capitol Stage, the Sophia B Street Theater, or Sacramento Theater Company? Yes, and it is Stockton Civic Theater. All the other ones. There is also another equity. There are 4 in the Sacramento area, and the other one that is not listed is the Broadway Sacramento. Woo, CNG, you're getting it. Good job. All right, next question. Question 5 of 10. Until what year were all Sacramento Summer Stock Theater Music Circus productions presented under the canvas tent? 2009, 2001, 2005, or 2017? And the answer is 2001. Up until 2001, it was in a canvas tent. And then they built the Wells Fargo Pavilion, and where it is now currently home, a permanent building structure for musical theater. Not musical theater, musical circus, music circus. What is the oldest musical theater company in Sacramento, in the greater Sacramento area? Was it Davis Musical Theater Company, El Dorado Musical Theater Company, Woodland Opera House, or Broadway Sacramento? It is Broadway, Sacramento. What recently changed its name, or it was California Theater Company. Way back in the day, it was known as the California Civic. Let me look up my stats, which may not be here, but anyways, I don't have all my stats right now, but yes, it was Broadway, Sacramento. Next question. All right. Next, 7. What is the name of the most well-known ghost residing at Sacramento Theater Company? Adam, Crow, Pinky, or Clyde? And the answer is Pinky. He was a stagehand at Sacramento Theater Company, and apparently he is now he has been the most visible one, and it said that he is named Pinky because he has a pinkish glow when you see him. But he is only one of the ghosts, so there are several ghosts at the Sacramento Theater Company. So make sure you say hello to them when you go. All right, next question. All right. Name the local theater company that has a focus for serving underserved communities, particularly African Americans. Is it Opera Ebony, Celebration Arts, Impact Repertory Theater, or Laureen Hansberry Theater? It is Celebration Arts. And they do have an upcoming production coming up very soon. I'm not sure exactly what the title is. I don't have that on my statistics right now.
If I can share, it's called Spell Number 7.
Spell Number 7. That is correct. Yeah. So
and it opens next week.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. So, and our next question, which will be number 9 out of 10. We'll have 2 more questions, and we will see who has mastered the Sacramento Theater. What year were the Sarta Lifetime Achievement Awards started? 2005, 1996, 1989, or 2011? It was 2011. All right, and we're off to our last question, our final question of the round, which will be coming up soon. Oh, Butterball Smoke, you're getting up there. We'll see. It's a tight race. Let's see how we do in our last question. What famous Sacramento figure was known as the city's foremost theater supporter in the mid-20th century? Or mid to late. William Henry Cocker, Anne Duran, Timothy Busfield, or Eleanor McClatchy? And that is Eleanor McClatchy, our famous Ellie / Sacramento Bee McClatchy family member. And our winner for this round will be announced. We'll see. And our podium in 3rd place is Sunflower Gem. In 2nd place, Amy Plays. And in 1st place is Butterball Smoke. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us for this Kahoot round, and we will have another one coming up on the general theater facts, theater trivia, coming up in a little bit. And I'm going to send it off to Kate to talk a little bit about our donor levels.
All right. Thanks so much, Tina. That was awesome. So one of the things that we really wanted to work on is the idea of membership and what that means for the community and what that means for participants. And so we've decided that anyone who donates or participates with SARTA is a member regardless. And we're bringing you some new options for giving and supporting us as we go along. And with that come new ways that we are actually thanking you guys, our wonderful donors. So I'm just going to briefly go through some donor levels with you. This information will be available on the website in the very near future. But just to start, we are still offering yearly donations. You can donate any amount at any time, but if you donate between $5 and $20, you'll get a wonderful SARTA swag bag, which has a new item or two in it. And then the next level is copper, which is a single amount per year, anywhere from $21 to $59, which comes with the SARTA swag bag and an extra gift. And then we're introducing options for monthly giving. And again, this will be detailed on the website so that when you go to support or to our donate page, you'll have all this information right there for you. But some of the things we're bringing you include invitations to special backstage events. Those could be maybe backstage tours of theaters or invited dress rehearsals. At a higher monthly amount, you get special reserved seating at eligible SARTA events and pre-sale opportunities. We may even do vouchers for shows of your choice. And then at our Patron of the Arts level, you're going to get free admission to workshops, special recognition, and all of the other benefits that have already been that I've already mentioned. These will of course be stacking benefits, so every level gets what they're entitled to, and then everything before. And of course, if you sign up to be a monthly donor, you still get discounts at participating SARTA theaters, discounts at SARTA workshop and events, and invitations to an annual donor gala, which we will get more information to you about very soon. But we just want you to know that we are presenting to you new levels, new ways to give and support, and we are giving back to you in new and exciting ways as well. Hopeful that we can build this kind of ongoing community and continue to foster creativity within our amazing, vast Sacramento theater community. So it'll be very exciting. And again, this will be on the website very soon. Additionally, for theaters who wish to remain members, we have some new opportunities for publicity for you. There will be a section on the website, a community spotlight page that details one member theater per month. We'll do our little video tours with you. We've done a couple of them. We have them up on YouTube if anyone's interested. But we'll be presenting new opportunities for the community to get a better inside look into what's going on with your theater. So we still invite you to support us and continue to participate in SARTA discounts, and we are going to find new ways to give back to you. So I'm going to kick it over to Leslie and Iris, who have some information about our new programs.
Thank you, Kate. So the past 2 years have taught us that we need to see the theater world in an entirely new way, and in a way that encourages opportunities for representation, for scholarship, for collaboration, and for a hand up for individuals and theaters that have been underrepresented. So the SARTA Board of Directors have decided to redirect our energy to creating new programs, such as the two we've already mentioned. and to reach this ever expanding community of theater artists. And while we're super excited about new opportunities, and you're going to hear about more, the board felt that it was also time to retire and say goodbye to the Ellie Awards. The Ellie Awards had a great 38-year run from 1984 till 2020, when the pandemic shut us down in March. SARTA took ownership of the Ellie Awards back in 1986 and has given out at least 1,000 Ellie plaques over these decades. However, our current times dictate that equity, diversity, and inclusion are more important than awards. And so until such time when all peoples are represented on the stage, our efforts will be spent on opportunities so that everyone can share their stories. SARTA will continue to announce Lifetime Achievement Awards on an annual basis. As a matter of fact, in late December 2021, SARTA gave a posthumous Lifetime Achievement Award to James Glica Hernandez at a concert for James at Woodland Opera House. We look forward to honoring these amazing individuals and theaters in our community for many years to come. Thank you. And now I'll hand it over to Iris.
Thanks, Leslie. One of the new programs that I want to share about tonight is a real labor of love, but something that we feel will bring some of that equity and inclusion and opportunity for more of our young people in our theater community. And that is going to be a Scholarship for Youth Workshops program. This particular program is going to be offered to our participating theaters, youth and education theaters that offer workshops, classes, these kinds of things, so that more young people can come and participate in those. And scholarships from SARTA will be offered to fund child through these programs. We're really going to be excited about this, and the forms for all of this will be available on our website. We're trying to drive everything to the website to make it extremely user-friendly for all of you theaters to engage in, and it'll have the information of the student and the workshop they're attending and things like that. Our applications committee will look it over and then hopefully be able to fund many more young people to go to classes and workshops to participate in theater. If we don't start with them early, we won't have our next batch of actors and actresses coming along. So we need to do that. So we're very excited about that. Along with that, we're also looking at, and we're fine-tuning how it's going to work, some grants for theaters also to help support anything from, actually paying the fees for your licensing for your show to maybe building a portion of your set. So, those will be coming along too. We'll have more details on that also being offered on the website. So look for that one to come. But I'm going to tell you now, the scholarship one's going to hit first because we know that those classes and things are starting to roll out again. So that's going to be another one of the exciting new programs that SARTA is going to offer. The other thing that we're going to do is, I know many of you realize that we were sending out emails twice a week, one with workshops and classes and things like that, and then another one that had your announcements of auditions and what was playing right now and special events that were coming, and then all of the coming soon from our theaters, which was great. But we've decided to incorporate a little bit more modern technology. And from now on Thursday nights, you can join us here at this very same Twitch address for This Week at the Theater, where we can give you those updates in real time. It also gives us the opportunity to interview and share with some of the people in our community. So we will have special guests joining us from different parts of our wonderful theater community to talk about issues and happenings of the times, and these are challenging times that we're working through. But you know what? We've been working through it. And so many theaters have had so many innovative ways that they've done it. We want to be able to share a lot of that with you. And things are happening in real time. So We want to be able to get you the news as soon as possible. So if you want to join us here on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. at Sarta Theaters for our Twitch stream, we'd love to have you. That is all for that section of programs right now. We're going to go back over to Tina and play another Cahoots.
I have muted myself. We are going to do another Kahoot. I just sometimes teacher brain. We're going to do another Kahoot, and this is going to be basic, well, not basic, but general theater trivia. So again, what you need to do is you join at www.kahoot.it, or you can go on the Kahoot app. You can also scan the QR code and enter this game pin, and you will put we ask you to put your Twitch handle or Twitch nickname as your nickname so that we can know who's playing. So get up on there, and we'll give you about 2 more minutes to get on. Takes a minute. And I think this will be really fun. Found some pretty interesting facts that maybe you know or maybe you don't know. We'll see. All right, we have the Butterball Smokeback and Janelle and Himmy Plays and Kate. Awesome. CNG. All right. Let's go for about 1 more minute. All right, I guess we can just get started with our game.
According to the EDTA, what is the most produced full-length play in the U.S. in 2020? The answer is Clue.
That's right. Clue is the number one. She Kills Monsters is actually on there on the 4th slot. Our Town has also taken a slot, I think, down to the 9th spot. But yeah, Clue is the number one in the United States.
What holds the record for the longest-running Broadway musical? The answer is Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Opera. Yes, that is the correct answer. Phantom has been playing for many years, off and on. Let's see if I have since 1988. It's been the longest running show in Broadway history.
What play is known as the world's longest-running play, which pre-COVID has been playing on the West End since 1952? Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, Noel Coward's Blithe Spirit, Agatha Christie's Mousetrap, or Thornton Wilder's Our Town? The answer is Agatha Christie's Mousetrap. The Mousetrap.
The Mousetrap. Yeah, so that show before COVID, it did have to close due to COVID, but it had been playing consistently since 1952 on the West End.
According to theater lore, what should always be left on whenever a theater is dark? The box office light, a ghost light, a fan, the soundboard. The answer is a ghost light.
And yes, the ghost light is a single bulb left burning whenever a theater is dark, and some think it is a mischievous spirit, or others insist it lights the way for ghosts that are said to inhabit virtual every theater.
Who is credited with being the first actor? Bacchus, Thespius, Euripides, or Lien? The answer is Thespis.
That would be Thespis. He is considered the first actor and the origin of the term thespian.
Name the show based on a badly explained plot description. A misunderstood teen tries to take down a fascist dictator. Is it Carrie, Legally Blonde, Mussolini and Me, or Wicked? The answer is Wicked.
So officially there is no musical called Mussolini and Me. However, Carrie is based on the movie.
What is the name of the woman who is said to be the first female stage actor? Nell Gwynn, Sarah Bernhardt, Apra Ben, or Margaret Hughes? The answer is Margaret Hughes.
So with the exception of Afra Ben was actually the first female professional playwright. And Neil Gwen and Sarah were, I always forget her last name, were famous actors. Bernhardt were famous actors in the 18th century.
In the world of theater, what is the significance of the number 24601? It's the amount of performers to date that the Phantom of the Opera has run on Broadway, the prisoner number of Jean Valjean, the protagonist of Les Miserables, the number of minutes in a year noted in the song Seasons of Love, the area code of... I can't read them that fast, dang. The prisoner number of Jean Valjean, the protagonist of Les Miserables.
Yes, and anybody who has watched Les Miserables or as many times as I have, or maybe just the once or twice, 24601 is definitely repeated several times throughout the play.
What is the name that should never be said inside a theater unless called for by the script in rehearsal or production? Falstaff, Puck, Hamlet, or Macbeth? The answer is Macbeth.
Good job, everybody. We should all know that. Just make sure you don't ever say that. Also, do never say that to a group of children who want to say that. Just to make sure that they're being heard.
True or false? The Phantom's mask in Phantom of the Opera covers the right side of his face. The answer is true.
Yes, it covers the right side of his face. Even though and our winners are Janelle, third place, Kate in second place, and in our first place,
Theater Junkie. Congratulations.
congratulations. And we're gonna send it off to Craig with some other announcements.
Hi, everybody. So just a couple of quick notes here. One, I want to talk just very briefly about COVID. Obviously, COVID is still here, and we as theaters and theater goers and theater participants have been learning how to adapt, and we will continue to do so as COVID adapts around us. First, as actors and crew members, remember that your health and safety is first concern above everything else. Please protect yourself and those around you and your families, etc. If you feel like something isn't right, speak up and say so. Nobody's going to fault you for that. As theaters, I want to encourage all of our member theaters to be sure to have a comprehensive COVID policy that meets whatever your local mandates are, because I know it varies by counties, and we have several different counties within the SARTA region. Just be clear about what your policy is for your theater. Transparency is a very good thing in this case. Your cast and crew members need to know what's expected of them. Your patrons need to know what they can expect when they show up to your theaters. So let everybody know, let your patrons especially know what you're doing to keep them safe. Have a page, a special page on your website, specifically going over your COVID guidelines and what to expect. Publicize it on the website, on your social media. Maybe have posters as your audience members enter the theater. It's really important to let them know what you're doing to keep them safe. And speaking of websites, if you want a really good example of what a good COVID policy looks like on your website, check out CapStage's website. It's capstage.org, and on their homepage, hover over the About word on there and then scroll down to their COVID-19 safety protocols. They did a really excellent job of spelling out exactly what they expect and what they're doing to keep everybody safe. So it's a good model to go by, but whatever works for you, just make sure that you do that to keep everybody safe. So enough about COVID. Couple of other things. Want to encourage all of you to reach out to SARTA if you might be interested in planning an event or being on one of the committees or being a board member. We're here to serve, warriors, and we'd love to have you help and have your participation. And speaking of planning events, we do have some workshops coming up that we're working on, and we would love to have lots more. So if you have a special skill or talent that you think is worthy of sharing with other SARTA members, please let us know. We'd love to have you as a workshop teacher or presenter, whether that be a virtual online workshop or something in person. We'd love to have you be a part of the SARTA family in that capacity as well. So please reach out to us, let us know, send us an email, and we'd love to do that. So Hannah, Iris, you want to take it away?
Our SARTA volunteer has been monitoring the chat for a while, but this is a time where if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, you can send them through the chat, and our volunteer will forward them to us so that we can answer any of your questions right now about any of the things that we've shared this evening. And you can also always contact us later. sarta@sarta.com is still the best way to email us and let us know what you need, what you're thinking, what we can do to help support you, our community theaters. So we will wait here a bit to see if we have any questions by anyone. Anything you want more information on as far as we can give at this point. Someone's asking, they may have answered before. They're asking, does SARTA partake in grants and the like? Did you mean in us giving grants or us seeking grants? Because the answer is actually going to be yes, I would suppose. The scholarship program that we're proposing for individuals, for the youth programs, and for our theaters could be considered a grant type situation. As far as seeking grants, yes, we are a nonprofit, so we're always looking for grant opportunities to help fund us so that we can fund some of the things that we want to do for our community theaters. We went ahead and got a whole platform for Zoom so that we could support some of our other theaters and other people that were doing classes over these last 2 years of COVID, so that we could host for them if they couldn't afford to have a Zoom that would host 30 or 40 people. We did it for them. So those are the kinds of things that, we use grant money to do so that we can provide a bigger platform for our community theaters to be able to utilize if they should need that. So yes, we do partake in grants and the like. You bet. You bet. They're asking about scholarships for theater students in the future, possibly connected to Linnea and KCACTF. We are always participatory with Linnea each year. Leslie, you could probably say a little bit more about our participation in that one.
Yeah, thanks, Iris. We have supported Linnea in the past. At the present time, we are not supporting them, but that is a financial restriction at this point in time, but we have supported it in the past. I don't know the acronym of the other one, so. But
yeah, that one's a new one to me too.
Kennedy Center, that's the Kennedy Center. I forgot the rest of it, but it's
the college one, right?
The College Theater Festival.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. ARC and I believe some of the other local Sac City participate and submit for it, and a lot of the students go, especially I know at American River they have a huge program there, and so they do. So we are. It is a consideration that we are doing. It is sort of a need-based program, so. We will definitely be considering for ACTF as well in that as a possibility.
Thank you. That's a great question.
Yeah, good question. Thank you.
I'll answer this one.
Okay, you go ahead.
Lifetime Achievement Award nomination process. Those names are actually selected by the board, and there are criteria that we use to select those people. They must be at least 60 years of age. They must have been participating in theater for at least 20 years. And in addition to their role in the theater, that could be actor, producer, director, technician, designer, choreographer, all of those things. They must also be promoting community theater in the greater community. So they must be doing something else, sitting on another board, working with other nonprofits, raising funds, doing something else to help promote community theater. We usually keep about a 5-year list of names. And if there's someone that you're thinking of, send us an email so we can consider them.
You know, that's a good one. The question is there a place or list during COVID for spaces to produce local works? Finding theater space, finding anything from rehearsal space to do a production has been problematic for a number of theaters. In fact, we have lost some of our smaller theaters in this pandemic, and some of our spaces too. People don't have money to rent a space if you don't have butts in seats for a show. So it's the catch-22. If you're not putting on a show, you're not making any money. And if you're not making any money, you can't even rent a space. And you know, we know of theaters who have tried to rent spaces in and around town, and even that has been problematic because of zoning issues, and the landlord says yes but then says no, and then says, well, I'm not sure, and you know, in the meantime you and your theater company are up in the air. Places aren't large enough. Some places just don't have the amenities. So that's a real issue that a lot of our theater companies are still looking at and dealing with.
And then with
Leslie.
COVID on top of it, now people are less willing to share space because everybody has to follow such strict protocols. And so then you don't want multiple groups in the same space, like on consecutive nights or alternate nights. So that's sort of the double whammy. There are some theaters that rent their space to other groups. One would be the Uli Theater that I can think of. The other one is the Howe Avenue Theater. They don't have per se resident theater groups, but they are available for rental. The Howe Avenue Theater is part of the Fulton El Camino Recreation Department. So I know of those two off the top of my head.
Thank you for that question. Okay. Well, that's all the questions we have for tonight. So we can go ahead and wrap it up. And on behalf of the board again, and I would like to take a moment to introduce everybody again. We've got Leslie and Craig and Deborah and Kate and Tina and myself, Iris. We'd like to say thanks so much. And we look forward to your continued support and participation in community theater, because we love it and we need it. And so we'll see you on Thursday night at our regular Twitch event. And if you've got announcements or anything like that, go to the website, plug those in so that we can plug your community theater. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.